Hey guys, Chris from Team NCG here, and today on Tech Tuesdays I'm bringing you a Burning Abyss deck profile. This is different to other Burning Abysses in the fact that I've taken the dependence of Dante off the deck, and so you can not die to Winter Blossom basically, obviously except in the mirror because they can banish both your Dantes and your Beatrices, but most people will just be playing Dante as their Winter Blossom target. So yeah, I'll explain the theory of it as we get along, or as we go on, sorry. His deck was made very powerful by the addition of pre-preparation of rights, which is just hit the TCG in Shining Victories there. So I'll go through the deck, explain some choices, and the reason why I would consider picking up the thing. So for the monsters, we've got the one tour guide. Seeing as tour guide is the best one to search, and you don't really want to, because Beatrice, you want to dump them from the deck into the grave. You don't really want to have them in your hands. That's why I'm only playing 2 Scarm, but obviously it's still very good opening it. You can turn it into the Dante if you need. 1 Graph, double Seer. They're obviously decent sense as well, because this can recur like a Farfa, then the Farfa will destroy itself, and so on and so forth, or bringing up Dante to make another Beatrice. Single Calcab to bounce it back row. Back row is not as popular this format. Strikes and everything have sort of went down in playability because of the Fire King Cosmo want to play no traps just to get their combo pieces going. The one Alec for the Ether negates, the Idea negates, and the Tin Can negates. Just stuff like that, and obviously it's good for beating out Cyber Dragon Infinity. Double Farfa, because it's obviously a really good sense to interrupt plays. And lastly, the one Malakota because of the pre-prep. The card's not bad, its effect's kind of meh, but it's a level 6, and its effect, when the ritual summon of it, triggers all the monsters in the deck. So that's why it's being played. And onto the non-BA monsters, the other engine that makes the deck so good is the Hieratics. And this is your Cyber Dragon of the deck, but the summoning of Malakota, the ritual summoning, will trigger the Hieratics, thus being able to special summon out another level 6 and making Beatrice shoot up the top from there. So opening pre-prep and Hieratic Seal of Convocation is obviously a very good opener, because you get to go pretty far ahead. Not in terms of card advantage, but just in terms of thinning the deck and getting combo pieces going. The partner of the Tefnate, we're playing double Sue. I don't want to play 3 because I think 3 might be a bit bricky because this card does absolutely nothing by itself. It's just basically to tribute for Malakota or to special summon over a Tefnate. So it's not that good, I don't want to play 3. And for the Hieratic Vanillas, playing 1 Galaxy Serpent, 1 Labradite Dragon. This can be a Wattail Dragon if you really want to, because Wattail Dragon's obviously a better summon. But I play Allure, and I've actually summoned and synchroed this with Maxi before. I know it sounds very bad, but it actually comes up pretty often. Galaxy Serpent is for the level 8 synchros, which play quite a pivotal role in this deck. Onto the other support cards, we're playing Destiny Hero Malicious. It's not as good as pre-prep Convocation, but opening Mali and Tefnate, or Mali and Convocation, you're ready to get a Beatrice and a half, depending on your other plays. You can make Beatrice Omega, which is obviously fantastic because of the partnership that they create. So we've got 2 Mali and the Police Feather Zombie. This is the send if you get the Mali and the Convocation or the Hieratic, because like I said, you can make Omega, or the ideal first turn if you're going first is Beatrice and Void Over Dragon, because that's obviously a very hard board to out. Next, we're playing obviously the triple Maxi. This deck wants to go second all day long because of Hieratic Dragon of Tefnate not being a Terror Top or a Photon Thrasher. It is a Cyber Dragon, so your opponent has to control a monster, which is kind of a shame, but obviously it's an older card. So double Maxi completes the monsters. Onto the spells, you've got 1 Foolish, because it's obviously still a very fantastic card. You're playing double Allure Darkness for draw power. You can banish Malakota if you want. I was testing an extra copy of it just to turn pre-prep into an automatic Allure. But the reason why you can is because you can get Omega just to put it back in for your pre-prep. But obviously that's for banishing the Burning Abysses. You can do it with Labradite Dragon as well because it can be added back with Omega. Singular Regaki because board wipes are still good. Double G&E, you could play a singular one if you want, but I just like the ability just to be able to use this. It's graveyard effects if I want to. Obviously if you play one, yeah, you can bring it back with Omega, but I just like having the ability to trigger the BAs in my hand to search like another one. Triple Hieratic Seal, just consistency to add Sue or Tefnut. And then obviously the new card is Pre-Preparation Rite, so you don't know what it does. It's a fur Preparation Rite. You can add one ritual spell card from your deck to your hand and add one ritual monster from your deck or graveyard whose name is listed on that ritual. So obviously that's incredibly good because I add back the monster. It's like what Preparation Rite probably should have done. And lastly, 3 Twin Twister, because even if your opponent's not playing back row, you can trigger the Mali in your hand or the Burning Abyss just to unclog hands. So that's the main deck. It's exactly 40. On to the extra deck, I have got a few proxies because of cards I've never really picked up before. You're playing the 1 Pilgrim just for when Dante dies, the 1 Virgil for when when Beatrice dies, and this is a level 6, so this is probably your combo piece. You're playing 1 Beals. I actually don't have Beals at the minute. Beals or Void Ogre Dragon, or you can play both, whatever, but this could be a Beals or a Void Ogre Dragon. Void Ogre is obviously the good first turn, but Beals puts a lot of pressure on Cosmo because the only out to it is Cosmojo. 1 Omega. Omega's obviously really good. Putting in your Plague Spreader Zombie, your Good and Evil, your one you banish of a lure, just stuff like that. And then obviously it's in and out of the deck, but either the Beals or the Void Ogre Dragon, you can play 3, but currently it's just one of those, you can play that if you want. And then triple Beatrice, because it's obviously the main card of the deck, you want to play 3, I wouldn't really cut it down to 2. 1M7, this card is probably the second most important card of the deck. The ability to add back Maxi or Tour Guide or whatever card you're really needing at the time is really good. This card is absolutely fantastic. I love M7. The other rank 6s are Hieratic Dragon, King of Atum. You can take this out if you want. It's just, it allows you to make a rank 6.5. Just to spam out the board, and I don't play Guide Charger, but you can play it if you want. This is my econ mostly. Like I said, it's just all testing. This is just sort of ideas of what you can play. This is not absolute. Photon Strike Bouncer against Cosmo, because when they try and tag out with ships or pilots, sorry, this can negate it. Onto the rank 3s, obviously you can't play as many as you want to because you're playing mostly rank 6. You're playing double Dante, you never do 3 like ever. Nightmare Shark, it's the one you would play because it goes for game. 1 Leviaire for your allures you banish. Obviously you don't have to play this, it's just a sort of idea what you can play. And then F0. Notable mentions are of course Void Ogre Dragon, Utopic Future, the rank 6 one that comes down and turns them on to 0, and Breaksword. For the side deck, I haven't really got a side deck, but there's sort of these two, just showing off the synergy that the deck has. This could be substituted for Twin Twist if you want, because obviously when you special summon Tefnut, if people don't know what they're doing with Heretics, they're not going to strike out or warning it, and then obviously you wing beat the whole back row away and just special summon the Tefnut again. So that's obviously really good. And then the Econ, you all know how good Econ is in Burning Abyss, but in Heretics this obviously triggers the Hieratic effects, which is obviously incredibly good. So yeah, that's the sort of basis of the deck. The theory for it is obviously just to avoid Blossom, even though you could argue that Blossom isn't as bad as what everyone thinks, but if you want to dodge Blossom, this is a variant you can play. So yeah, this was Chris from NCG on Tech Tuesdays. Please like the YouTube and the Facebook. We are doing giveaways on the Facebook, remember. We are giving away Ultimate Guard stuff, our sponsor, Card Market stuff. which is our other sponsor. So yeah, just like the page and you're immediately entered into the giveaways from now until the end of time. So yeah, this is Chris Mency G signing out.